we both know. Knowing days come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VVs. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
She ice cold, Trey Young.
What's good? It's your boy Demond in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks daily. It's your boy Demond in the building. Listen, let's talk some Giannis here. Let's talk some Giannis. It's your boy, that number one Hawks fan. I stay hawked up. You feel me? Listen, let's talk some Giannis. Word is going around that the Hawks are kicking the tires on what a Giannis deal would look like. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Is Giannis better than any player we have on our team right now? Yes. Is Giannis better than any player we've had on the team probably in the last 25 years? Yes. Okay. Not going to sit here and deny Giannis' greatness, NBA champion. But me as a Hawks fan, knowing what we've been through, knowing the last time we tried to make a swing for a deal, it failed miserably, and we're still recovering from that deal. Me personally, if you would have asked me this summer, would I trade for Giannis this summer? I would have said yes. Because I would have built a package around Jalen Johnson. I would have built a package around that number one, around that Bucks pick that we have for 26. Right. But now, seeing what Jalen Johnson has emerged to become, and so far, knock on wood, has stayed healthy, my answer right now, trading for Giannis, is no. And I'm gonna tell y'all why, man. Like Onsi and them have been talking about, man, we are on the correct path. And I put this on Twitter the other day. I feel as an Atlanta Hawk fan, we are finally on the right track of building something special, building a continuous winner. Right now, obviously, we are still at the beginning stages of that, but we now have the pieces to build a sustained winner. As we've seen some of the player development, some of these players are starting to come through. The Jalen Johnson emergence. You have the emergence of Double O as a stretch big, shooting a three at a crazy clip right now. You had the emergence of Mo G, being a great defensive role playing big. We're still waiting for the three-point shot to come, but it's coming. Dyson Daniels starting to emerge as, last year's most improved player, defensive player of the year runner-up. This year, a little regression on the three-point shot. But once again, Dyson Daniels, 22, 23 years old. We have time. That's why we gave him that contract, because we are investing and we are looking at a Dyson Daniels, a Jalen Johnson. We're looking at these guys 2 years, 3 years down the line. You feel me? you got the number 1 overall pick in Zachary Richardson. A lot of casual fans like to make fun of Zachary Richardson and his numbers, but if you're a diehard Hawks fan and you've been watching and following Zach since we drafted him, you understand what Zachary doing right now is playing a role that the coach has given him. Okay, but once again, you got another 6. I don't know what Zach is now, 6'10". But basically, you got a small forward with length and who can shoot the basketball. Young guy, 20 years old. You don't have, I mean, you have the Bucks Pelicans best of this year, which once they trade Giannis, gonna give us a double shot of at a minimum getting into the top 5 of the draft guaranteed. You have control, you have the 27 pick Bucks Pelicans. We are in a great position, and after we do the pick swap with the Spurs this year, and which probably not even gonna swap because they might end up with a better record than us, plus the 28 pick, excuse me, the 27 pick. Once we get a Spurs at 27 pick, our debt is paid. Our debt is paid. Our slate is clean. We will have control of all our first round draft picks from 28 on. Okay. Let's pull up some stuff real quick, gang. Want to show y'all this real quick, man. Like we hear honestly talk about optionality, flexibility, right? Flexibility. We want to try to maintain that. We want to try to maintain that as I'm looking at teams like Oklahoma City. You know what I'm saying? Didn't make a swing for a major star, right? Didn't make a swing for a major star. And when you look at their current roster, their current championship roster, you don't see not one big time star they had to go after. Right? So when I'm looking at the Hawks, I'm looking at us right now. You got Trey at $45 million this year, 48 next year, which he's most likely going to opt into. Porzingis at $30 million. He drops off. You got Jalen Johnson giving you 20 and 10. And we got him locked in at $30 million for till 2030, till the 2039 season. He giving you young guy 24. You got Alexander Walker, key free agent signing. We got him locked in to 27, 28 at 15, 14, 15 this year. You got a Conwu locked in to 27, 28. Good money. You got Richardson locked in to 26, 27. Luke Kennard expiring. You got Dyson Daniels locked in till 29, 30. You got the young rookie Asa Newell showing you his ability to shoot the ball. You got him locked in. Look at these contracts, guys. Vic Krejci locked in. 1-year deal, Keaton Wallace. Mohamed Gay locked in this year. Dante Dursic. So you have you got a squad right here. And the money is not funny. The money is not funny. Look, this year with 13 million until we get to the first apron. Come on, man. Come on, 25 million till you get to the second apron. We're sitting so good right now, money-wise, draft pick-wise. So why would I want to trade all that to go get Giannis? Yes, Giannis is great. Yes, Giannis is probably a top 50 NBA player of all time. Yes, Giannis is a top any given year for the past, 6 years, 7 years, a top 5 player in the NBA. Yes, I take none of that away from Giannis. But my deal is this. Let's see. So you see this right here. Here's a thought. Here's one of the trades that came up, right? Here's one of the trades that came up. Okay. By Bleacher Report. Trae Young, Richardson, 26 pick, 28, which will be our first round pick, 30, which will be our pick. First of all, let me tell you this. After I saw Giannis go down last night, bruh, let me tell y'all. After I seen Giannis hit that ground last night, can you imagine, even if you did this deal, Trae Young, Zach, let's see how this will look, though. So you got Trae Young. Hold up. I'm finna work. We finna get on this trade machine real quick. And where'd it go? Where did it go? Because here it is. Let me see what it looked like real quick. Proposed trade. We're gonna propose this trade. Okay. Let's get back here. All right, so Hawks, Bucks. And why do we gotta take back the Giannis? We can't take back Bobby Portis. So they said Trae, Zach, boom. What was it? Trae, Zach, 26, 28, and 30. Let me see. 26. Oh no, they're not gonna want our pick. They want their pick. Remove that. They want this pick right here. 26, our pick, 28, and 30. All right. Okay. And the Bucks, we get this guy, and we get this, and we get his brother. Where'd he go? Which he's on restriction until the 15th. So we can't make that deal till the 15th. But even without the Giannis, it still worked. The trade will work. They must waive one player, which that's why they throwing in Giannis at $2 million. While you're playing, I'd rather get somebody else than Giannis. Anything, I'd rather get give me the shooting guard, 6'7" guy. Give me Andre Jackson. Give me his bro Giannis ain't doing nothing but cheer, but it'll work, and that's what it will look like. Giannis, let's see. So that deal works. Trae Young, Zachary Richards say, and the pick. So you go no Trae, no Zach, no first round pick, which this is gonna be, could be top 5, 28 first round pick, 30 first round pick. Me personally, like I said, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because, like I said, you saw Giannis fall down last night. If we make that deal for Giannis, gang, we make that deal for Giannis, and he go down with an Achilles, we're fucked. I'm just gonna be honest. You're doomed. You're doomed. Your season is shot for the next 2 years. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell y'all right here. Oops. I forgot to tell y'all right here. Hold on. Let me go back. My bad on that one. Let me go back. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trae Young. Okay. Don't forget, when you make that deal for Giannis, right? You got to give him an extension, boys. So he's making 54 this year. Next year, if you trade for him next year, he had 58 million. $58 million next year. Then he's going to opt in 27 at 62 million. So you'll have him for 2 years. Then the Hawks, you have no choice but to extend him. You have no choice but to extend him. He'll be 32, 33. So at 32, 33, 34 years old, you paying him $62.7 million. Then you got to extend him. Then you got to extend them. I'm not doing it. I like the direction that the Hawks are heading in right now. When I look at our team, gang, when I look at our team, let's go back to our squad. Okay. Let's go back to our squad. And let me tell you about where we at right now. Let me tell you where we're at right now. You got Trey, player option, 48 million. Porzingis is dropping off. We probably not gonna bring him back, right? Trey opt in. You still, because look. You probably let Luke Kennard go. You let Porzingis go. Trey opts in, right? You make a decision on Mo Gay, but he only $2 million, so that ain't hurting your pockets, right? You make a decision on your two-way guys. Make a decision on Doers. Well, no, because he'd be back next year. And you can still go in the free agency, right? And add. You can add. Because look, you're 25, 26. We $34 million over the cap. You drop Porzingis. You don't resign him. You let Luke Kennard lead. That's $40 million. That's $40 million. Hold up. Let's switch it real quick. Oh, they're not letting me switch it. I can't click on that. No? Okay. But look, 34 million over. What's that? 48, 78, right? So you got 78 million between these two. Okay. Tack on another 25. Okay. That's one. What's that? 103. 103 million. 119. 129. 133. 146. 149. 149 million for all these guys, right? And then do you keep Vic? You can let him leave if you want to. And you can go out in free agency and get whoever's available, whatever needs you have. So, in my opinion, us trading for Giannis, to me, is, I'll say this. I will say this, gang. Trading for Giannis is, you have no choice but to go for a championship. You have to go all in, which means you have to get over the tax. Because, well, first of all, if I'm the Bucks, I'm not even answering the phone. If you're not, the first words out your mouth should be Jalen Johnson. If I'm the Bucks, and he's a Wisconsin kid, let me tell you what's hilarious. Let me tell you what's funny. In the summertime, this summer, right? Now, y'all know this summer, we had the same assets, okay? We had the same assets this summer. None of these people, these Bleacher Report guys, these so-called, none of these dudes said, hey, maybe they should trade Giannis to Atlanta. None of these dudes said none of that this summer. They was the Knicks, Lakers, all these other teams, but the Spurs, but was leaving out. Now all of a sudden, the Hawks are in play. Now all of a sudden, man, if I was Giannis, I would look at the Hawks. All of a sudden, bro. All of a sudden. But this summer, nobody was throwing the Hawks in there. When I was going on these Bleacher Report apps saying, hey, what about the Hawks? We got Jalen Johnson. Now, this is summertime. This is before Jalen Johnson broke out like he has. I was willing to build a package around Jalen Johnson, right? But nobody wanted no parts of that. None of these basketball people wanted no parts of that. Now, all of a sudden, everybody want to look at the Hawks now. Let me tell y'all something, man. And I'm the last person. I'm the last Atlanta Hawk fan to preach patience, okay? Because I love to win. All right. Now, I know we, as an organization, we ain't won nothing, right? No championships since St. Louis, but I see the direction that the Hawks are headed in, that Ansi got this team headed in, And I don't want to blow it by taking a run for a guy who is an MVP, a champion. But I'm going to be honest, guys. Bro, to me, it's not worth the risk. We still have not recovered yet from the DeJounte Murray deal. We still owe the Spurs 27 first-round pick, and then y'all want to give up the 28 and the 30? We ain't going to be able to draft. See, that's what happens when you get a guy like a Giannis. You got to give up all your picks, 1 or 2 young players. Now you got to go spend all this money in free agency to get these old-ass vets to help you win, because there is no 5-year plan when you trade for Giannis. It's a 1, 2, 3-year plan. That's going to be your whole run right there. And I think if we stick to our guns, stay on the path that we on, we could end up similar to what you see, how you see Oklahoma City. Tons of draft assets. They're major the players who making the most money are players that they developed or drafted. Didn't draft SGA, but he developed in Oklahoma City. You drafted Chet, you drafted J-Dub, then you go out, you draft the Lou Dort, then you go out and you get little pieces here and there, the Caruso and whatnot. You don't see Oklahoma City splurging everything, and they got the assets. You don't see them just splurging. They building, and that's the path that we're on right now. But I understand why some of our fans will be impatient. You see the shiny toy and you want to go get it. Hey, listen, like I said, I'm on record. I am not for trading for Giannis. I'm not gutting my team for Giannis. I'm not giving up. And I got a chance at a top 5 pick in this loaded draft. And then if they trade Giannis to a different team, Milwaukee gonna tank. That just increases our chances of being the top 5 in the draft and getting the number 1 pick. And we got them 27 pick too. The worst of Bucks Pales at 27. I can't do it. I'm not giving up all my assets. I'm not helping another organization rebuild. Sorry. Love Giannis, but as a Hawks fan, I'm Gucci. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if I'm making sense. Let me know if I'm making sense. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. Do not listen to these pundits out here who don't watch the Hawks, who ain't been through the trenches. Okay? Because we make a trade for Giannis, he go down with an ACL, we're done for. And then what? Then where we at? When I got all this young talent, and you see how we looking with Trae Young hurt, Porzingis barely playing, you got Jalen Johnson out there. I mean, even last night, we didn't have nobody, but the boy, they still hung in there. Okay? They hung in there for a hot second. Because we on to something right here, guys. And I want honestly to see this thing through, man. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, man. It's your boy, Demond, man. #1 Hawks fan. Y'all know we stay hawked up. Oops, look at my thing backwards, though. But y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know I stay Atlanta Hawk down, baby. You feel me? Hey, let's go. Who we rocking today? I'm rocking that one everybody hate. I'm rocking the jersey everybody hate. Y'all know who number 10 is. If you don't, you ain't a Hawk fan. It's your boy, Demond. Tap in with me. Comment, like, subscribe. If you a Hawks fan and you not on this channel, you're missing out, my boy. You're missing out. Peace.
I keep that shit on me. That shit on, yeah. I keep that shit on. Yeah. The telephone racks for the drip on me. Keep that shit on. Blowing on the Zion, sipping lean. I keep that shit on. Bad bitch to recognize me. I keep this shit on. Yeah. I keep that shit on.